Okay, now taking a look at the question. Our question was y is equals to x square minus 6x plus 8. So to complete a square, what we do कि हमारे पास जो भी b की वैल्यू होती है इसको हम हाफ कर देते हैं. सो 6 का हाफ बनेगा 3. तो जो भी हमारे पास हाफ बनता है उसका स्क्वायर जो है वो हम प्लस भी कर देते हैं और माइनस भी कर देते हैं. तो जनाब उसके बाद अगर हम कलेक्टिवली देखें तो ये बन जाता है ए स्क्वायर माइनस 2ab प्लस बी स्क्वायर. तो जनाब ये बन जाएगा x माइनस 3 का होल स्क्वायर, वाइल ये बचेगा माइनस 9 प्लस 8. सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा x माइनस 3 का होल स्क्वायर माइनस का 1. सो हमारे पास जो जनरल फॉर्म होती है वो होती है y इज इक्वल्स टू a x माइनस h whole square plus k. So by comparing, I can say that a is equals to 1, h is equals to 3, and k is equals to minus 1. So now you can tell me that what is the vertex. Vertex is h comma k, so it should be 3 comma minus 1. So now you can compare it with the previous method, that in that example we found out the value of h by using the average of x1 and x2, and when we got the value of h we had put the value of h in the y, and we will get we had got the value of k. So that h and k and this h k are the same. So we have basically two methods to find out the values of h and k. Okay beta, so whatever the value of vertex, we also call vertex the turning point, because you can see that at vertex the curve is turning either from down to up or up to down. So vertex is also known as turning point, and in further studies of calculus we might see this as a stationary point. Okay, now we have a question. Y is equals to minus 4x square plus 12x minus 9, and they want us to convert it into the form of a into x minus h whole square plus k. So first of all, I will take out minus 4 common. So it should become x square minus 3x plus 9. Now whatever the coefficient of x is, we will half it. So making half of minus 3 is basically 3 upon 2. So I should be adding 3 upon 2 whole square as well as subtracting 3 upon 2 whole square, while plus 9 remains there. So this becomes a square. Okay, so it becomes a square minus 2ab plus b square. So that should become a minus b whole square, and that is 9 by 4. So while multiplying this minus 4, it should become minus 4 x minus 3 by 2 whole square minus minus plus 4 into 9 by 4 is 9, and minus 9 should be cancelled. So after cancelling it, I will be getting minus 4 x minus 3 by 2 whole square while 9 is cancelled. So by comparing, a becomes minus 4, h becomes 3 by 2, while k becomes 0. So now to sketch the graph, I will be using x-axis and y-axis. So let's say this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So my maximum point should be at 3 upon 2. So vertex will be 3 upon 2, 0. So by sketching it, my sketch should be like this. So this value should be 3 upon 2, 0. So let's say I want to find out this value. So basically this is the value lying on y-axis. So on y-axis, x is 0. So it should become 0 minus 3 by 2 whole square. And by solving this, this becomes y is equals to minus 9. So if anyone wants to find out this cutting point, it should be 0, comma, minus 9. Okay, now we have another example. Y is equals to 2x square plus 4x minus 16, and they want us to convert it into a x minus h whole square plus k, and they want us to find the value of the turning point. So first of all, I will take 2 common. It should become x square plus 2x, while minus 16 remains outside. Taking a half of 2 is 1. So I should be adding and subtracting the square of 1 while 16 is outside. So it should become x plus 1 whole square minus 1 minus 16. So it should be 2 times x plus 1 whole square minus 2 minus 16. So it becomes x plus 1 whole square minus 18. So by comparing it, a is 2, h is minus 1, and k is minus 18. So they are asking for the turning point. So turning point is basically the vertex, that is h comma k. So it should be minus 1 comma minus 18. And if they are asking for the least value of y, so least value should be minus 18. So to sketch the graph, and I want the values on x-axis, I have put y is equals to 0 and then simplifying it and getting the value of x. So मेरे पास जो x की वैल्यू है वो मेरे पास आ गई है 2 और -4. इसका मतलब मेरा जो भी ग्राफ है वो ऐसे पास करेगा कि वो -4 और 2 से क्रॉस करेगा. तो इसका मतलब अगर मैं कुछ ऐसा बनाऊं, तो आप देख सकते हैं मैंने इसको पास करा दिया -4 से और +2 से. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि जो मेरा मिनिमम पॉइंट है वो -1 पे आया था. सो दिस वैल्यू शुड बी -18 and this was the turning point, that is -1 comma -18. Okay, we have another example. y is equals to 2x into x minus 2. We have to sketch it. So for sketching, I will put it equals to 0. So either I have 2x equals to 0, or either I have x minus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to 0 and x equals to 2. So to find out the value of h, I will take average of them. So it becomes 1. Now to find out the value of k, y should be equals to k and put this h in the equation. So I will get the value of k. So now to sketch it, I know the value of x and I know the vertex point as well. So the graph should be cutting at 0 and 2. So let's say this is 0 and this is 2, while my vertex point should be at 1, minus 2. सो जब मैं स्केच बनाऊंगा तो ऐसा स्केच बनाऊंगा कि ग्राफ मेरे पास जो भी है वो 0 से कट करेगा और 2 से कट करेगा और उसका जो वर्टेक्स है वो 1, minus 2 पे बनेगा. Okay, now we have another example. Y is equals to x plus 2 and 6 minus x. So to get the values of x, I will be putting equals to 0. So now I have x plus 2 equals to 0, or either 6 minus x equals to 0. So I have x equals to minus 2, or I have x equals to 6. X equals to minus 2 and x equals to 6 are the values. And to get the value of h, I will be taking an average of them. So it should be 2. Now to get the value of y, it should be equals to k. Now put the value of x equals to h. So now this becomes 4 into 4 is 16. So basically, when we draw the graph, we should be taking two values, that is minus 2 and plus 6. But this minus x when multiplied with this x will give us minus x square. So we know that the graph should be in the sad phase direction. So we have the value of h is 2. So whatever the point maximum is, so we will be sketching like this. So this is at 2 and this should be 16. That is, we have the vertex equals to 2, 16. So we have a question. Y is equals to 3 plus 9x minus x square. And they want us to convert this into y is equals to q minus x plus r whole square. Okay. So first of all, we will take common minus, it will become x square minus 9x. Now to complete a square, we will halve the value of 9, that is 9 upon 2. So we will be adding the square of 9 upon 2 as well as subtracting the square of 9 upon 2. Now this should become x minus 9 upon 2 whole square, while this should be 81 upon 4. Now opening the bracket, it should be 81 upon 4, and by taking the LCM, it should become 93 upon 4 minus x minus 9 upon 2 whole square. So now we have the values. So now we talk about the value of a. We can also write it like x minus 9 upon 2 whole square plus 93 upon 4. So I can tell you that a is equals to minus 1, h is equals to 9 upon 2, while k is equals to 93 upon 4. So anybody asks you for the vertex, it should be 9 upon 2, comma 93 upon 4. If I ask you the highest value for y, so it should be 93 upon 4. Okay, now if you want to sketch the graph, we need the x-intercept. So I should be putting y is equals to 0, that is x minus 9 upon 2 whole square plus 93 upon 4. So this becomes x minus 9 upon 2 whole square is equals to 93 upon 4. So by solving this, I will be getting x equals to 9.32, and the next value will be x equals to minus 0.32 approx. Now to sketch the graph, so let's say this value and this value. So I will be drawing the graph like this. So हमारे पास अगर हमसे ये वाली पूछी जाएगी, so this should be 9 upon 2, और अगर हमसे ये वाली पूछी जाएगी तो this should be 93 upon 4. Okay.